It's really difficult to maintain motivation when you know the progress you're making is about to be erased. Okay, so I'm not stupid. Okay, there we go. Thank you. I got you. One of the last things I wanted to do today was that bike. It wasn't really that bad, but is definitely not high on my list of things I wanted to do. And like I said, one of the hardest things to do when you have surgery sort of looming in front of you is staying motivated when you know that the work you're doing is kind of going to be erased by your inability to do things after surgery. So now I have to pack to get ready to go home for a couple of days. Home to New York. Alright, it is Sunday morning. It's almost time to start our travel day. But before that, very important to get fueled properly for a travel day. And there we go. Strangely enough, the kiosk thing printed me off a completely blank receipt, which is pretty impressive. So I had no idea what my order number was, because I wasn't paying attention to what it said. Good. And like, it's absolutely not the best thing, but it's fine. It's time to roll out and find America's best diners, drive-ins, and dives.
We're rolling out, looking for America's greatest diners, drive-ins, and dives.
No, don't go.
We're going to Joseph.
No.
Let me tell you, I've had a day. I started my day by going into Manhattan, taking the subway all the way up to the Upper East Side to go to the hospital for special surgery to get a COVID test before I have surgery tomorrow. Then I had to go all the way out from there to Long Island to meet with the doctor who's doing the surgery and who has done 2 of my previous surgeries to talk about the plan for the surgery. I'm currently waiting on the Long Island Railroad to go back into Manhattan. I cannot overstate how little I like Times Square. Those guys rocked though. But I feel like I should go there at least once a year to remind myself of why I hate it, and I won't be home for a few months, so it seemed like I needed it. So I'm having knee surgery tomorrow, and it feels weirdly significant. Like, despite it being the least invasive surgery I've ever had, it feels the most significant for some reason, and let me explain why. There's only so many times you can have your body put back together before you start to think that you're breaking down. My first surgery was on my knee, and it was sort of a freak accident. Like, shit happens, nothing you could have done, just a weird one-off thing. Then I had a shoulder problem, and that was because of an anatomic variation of just how my body's built. Nothing you can do about that, just sort of happens, right? Then my elbow went, chalk that up to pitching's hard, it's, dangerous, it's very stressful. Now it kind of sounds like I'm starting to cope. Now my knee has to be cleaned out from stuff that happened after the first surgery, and this is the one that makes it feel like, man, I'm just breaking. And this is the one that sort of makes me think, well, Tom, maybe your body isn't holding up as well as you always thought it would, and, you know, maybe you can't do this as long as you thought.
This station is Woodside.
And it's just kind of like, you know, what is the limit? Where does it stop? When can I not be put back together again? I'm like, I get it. You can't go on forever. You have to pay the piper eventually. I just didn't think my debts were coming due this early. You know, it's funny. This shirt from high school. It used to be huge on me. Now it barely fits. The surgery itself is not that big or significant. It should be a breeze, and in the long run, it's probably actually going to be good for me. But what it means is just a little bit concerning to me. So, wish me luck, guys. See you on the other side. Alright, surgery morning. I don't think I'll be able to really record much of anything. Not bringing my camera, and, you know, got other stuff on my mind. So, I'll check in with you guys once we're done. Almost time for the best sleep of my life that I'll wake up from. Alright, so we're doing okay. I can walk, which is a little shocking. Here's my knee all wrapped up. Surprisingly, it does not feel that bad, actually. We'll see when all the anesthesia and nerve block and all wears off, but so far, we're doing okay. And then tomorrow morning, fly back to Port St. Lucie. Right back at it. The bright side is I get to sit first class, which I haven't done since I was maybe 8, and I've never flown the day after surgery, so I'm sure this is going to be a blast. See you in the morning.
We'd like to extend a special welcome to our $7 medallion members.
Back in Florida, a little worse for wear.
Just got done icing and compressing my knee, and it's
Well, it's definitely a little swollen. Overall, not that bad. I can walk, at least. I'm using one crutch for now, but hopefully in the coming days I won't really need that much. We made it through. Everything went well, and now I just have to get the swelling to go down. I've got
plenty of time to catch up on For All Mankind.
I've been meaning to watch it for a while, and now I finally found the time to do so. Now I am rehabbing from 2 surgeries that I've had in the course of 7 weeks, so hopefully we can just work on recovering now, but I think that in the long run this will help me a lot. So I'm glad that I was finally able to get it done, so I feel like it's been needed for quite some time. But it's all in the end goal of coming back better than we were. I think this is an important step, so until next time, I'll see ya.